again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe Handy, the Android Authority App Guide, and in this video we're going to take a quick look at the best emulators for Android. C64 is a great emulator for anyone wanting to get into Commodore 64 gaming. It can handle a variety of games in a variety of formats, and it's even reasonably priced. Classic Boy is an all-in-one emulator that allows you to play SNES, PlayStation, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, NES, and Sega games. It's not as stable as a single console emulator, but it's still really good for those who want multiple games. Drastic DS Emulator is about the only Nintendo DS emulator worth talking about right now. It has high compatibility, smooth gameplay, and it works very well. The only downside is the $7.99 price tag. FPSE for Android is a very popular and highly customizable PlayStation emulator with a ton of features and a reasonable price. It's very powerful, but it does have a bit of a learning curve. John GBC is a Game Boy and Game Boy Color emulator for you retro fans out there. It's highly stable, reasonably priced, and has a superior game compatibility with only a few bugs here and there. MD.EMU is an emulator for Sega Genesis, Sega CD, and Master System. It's a relatively newer application on this list, but it has solid features. The only downside is the free version doesn't get updated very often. Mega N64 is a branch off of the popular MAME N64 emulator with a few tweaks for performance. It's far from perfect, but it's the best option out right now, and MAME N64 is always waiting if this doesn't work. My Boy is the highest rated Game Boy Advance emulator out there, and for good reason. It is very stable with a ton of awesome features. It's a tad pricey at $4.99, but worth every penny for the stability. Nostalgia NES Pro is an original Nintendo emulator for those who really like the old days. It provides a stable experience and a high game compatibility. It also comes with a rewind feature, which is really awesome. PPSSPP has been struggling with stability since the day it came out, but recent updates have really helped patch things up. It's the best PSP emulator hands down, and the only one you should be considering. RetroArch is another all-in-one emulator that has compatibility for a range of systems. It also takes a harsh stance against advertising, and it's also open source. It does have some bugs, but otherwise, it's pretty good. Super Legacy 16 is a Super Nintendo emulator. It features cloud storage support, a high game compatibility, and it's very stable. Far and away the best SNES emulator out there. Okay guys, that about does it for this video. This was just a quick rundown of these applications, but do keep in mind that the article is updated frequently, and you should check back every now and then to see what's new. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social networking pages for the latest and greatest in Android news and reviews. Thanks for watching everybody, and have a wonderful day.